Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Right now a lot of things are happening behind the scene. Don't forget that some few days back it was a case of so much jubilation in the camp of Wike, only for them to discover that actually it was not really worth celebrating. But to make matters interesting, some few hours ago was a case of swearing in Okoye of PDP National Secretary. Of course it didn't sit well with Anyanwu, but funny enough, the media aides to Nyesom Wike have taken it very personal to follow up on Anyanwu. The question the Fubara media team is asking is, why is Lere making it very personal? Why is he so adamant in understanding or knowing why Anyanwu must not, in all honesty, leave PDP National Secretary? You're going to find out why media team of Fubara have gone all out to tell all Nigerians willing to listen, and even Riverians as a whole, that Wike's lawmakers are gone for good. Let's find out what he said. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. According to the news, for Martin Amawele and his committee of political adventurers, the end has finally come. Now, the walls have closed in and there are no more escape routes. The PDP National Working Committee's affirmation of Right Honorable Okoye as the party's substantive National Secretary was the final blow, now sealing their fate and that of their embattled sponsor. For months, Emehile and his group clung to a lifeline justice or Motosho's judgment, a verdict they believed would shield them from political oblivion. But with the recent development at the Supreme Court and the National Working Committee's bold stance on Okoye have stripped them of their last illusion. The withdrawal of Motosho's ruling has left them exposed with no legal fig leaf to hide under. Now let's be clear. With Okoye now firmly in place as the PDP National Secretary, the era of ambiguous letters and political cover-ups is over. There will be no more backdoor maneuvers from the party's National Secretariat to shield Martin Emehile and his faction. The PDP will now treat them exactly as they are, outsiders, fully aligned with the APC. The days of playing both sides are gone. The party hierarchy has spoken in clear, unmistakable terms. You do not belong here. This isn't just a political setback. It's the complete dismantling of a carefully constructed scheme. The end game is here and there are no more cards left to play. Emehile's attempt to straddle two political wars has crumbled, and for his sponsor, who sought to weaponize the PDP for selfish ends, the dream of destabilization has met its inevitable doom. The question now is not whether they will surrender, but how they will manage their inevitable exit. The party has moved on, and there is no place left for those who sought to destroy it from within. The reckoning has come, and there is no escaping it. Meanwhile, competent youth should begin preparations to contest in the upcoming by-elections to represent the people of Rivers State in the House of Assembly. The stage is set and the opportunity to restore true representation is here. And this is coming from Fubara's media team. My colleague is in the house with so much, but something is said very unique. Why is, in all sincerity, why is Lere overly interested in the PDP Secretariat, National Secretariat, especially if Anyanwu is in the office or not? But no, sentiment aside now, whether Anyanwu is in the Secretariat office or not, does it still make him the Secretary, National Secretary of PDP?
We have very interesting days in the future, and why I'm saying that is because of this latest development. Don't forget that those who were working very well with Wike and his team was actually the National Secretary and also the acting National Chairman. Both of them were working with him, and a lot of things that didn't go well was somehow because of the support they gave to him. So, but I don't just know why it always happened that way, that they will always make mistakes. Because I'm just wondering, why should Anyanwu want to contest for governorship and later on opted out and all of that? All of this was to make sure that at the end of the day, Fubara will come out triumphant, because these mistakes that we have seen is what has, caused right now, according to Similarities team, this shaky position for Amowole. Because right now, with the situation on ground,
sorry to interrupt you, but Damagom is there.
No, Damagom, everything that is being done must be done based on votes. So now the publicity secretary stands with the constitution of PDP. Let me not say stand with Fubara, because all of them are standing with the constitution of PDP. Okay. The national legal advisor stand with this constitution of PDP. Okay. The financial secretary stand with the constitution of PDP. So it was only these other two guys that we're standing with. Any letter that goes out of that secretariat must come from the secretary. So right now that Samuel Anyanwu is out, Wike is floating. Any decisions that they are going to take. Now, one of the key decisions that must be handled right now is the case of their defection. Don't forget that before now representation, they will say state will have to represent, these people will have to, after a while, the Damagom say, no, they did not defect and all of that. They were doing it together. But with this guy, Odokoye in, no. We saw everything. So by the time PDP will be called in to send their representative to give their standing on the defection, it will be the legal advisor that will go in, national legal advisor that will go in. And when the legal national advisor goes in, he will say, they defected. And immediately the party confirmed that they have defected. Amawale is out. So that is why somehow to still boost their faith, Lere had to call the secretariat and say, Anyanwu is still there in charge and all of that. But he has, whether he's in the office or he's not in the office, as far as we are concerned, his signature is meaningless. He can stay there, maybe the property, or maybe he knows the owner of the property. But from what we are seeing, he is totally out. And as far as he is out, none of his signature will be appended on any document. But they just want him to sit there, so maybe possibly to boost the hope of the Mamawole and the rest. At least, please, this issue should be handled speedily so that we won't be kicked out. But from all indication, it's very glaring that at the end of the day, it will be the constitution of PDP that will stand. So the situation right now is very dicey on the part of the Mamowole, because the people who were standing strong for Wike in PDP, among the PDP National Working Committee, they are out. For now, as we are talking, it's only Damagom. And the position of Damagom, as we are talking now, may end by March, because immediately they enter into that meeting, there will be resolution which may lead to the hoisting out of Damagom. So,
and funny enough, Okoye may be the national secretary that will also give those minutes and
all these things. Exactly.
NWC.
If there is any need for any form of voting and all of that, it will still be done by them. So imagine 4 against 1. So you can now see why Lere is trying to check. She still go to the office. You understand?
But sentiment aside, I'm trying to be very objective here.
Okay.
This guy is not totally gone as we are making it, or making as media team of Fubara is making it sound.
Okay.
Don't forget that he has a pending case in Supreme Court. And anything can happen.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, if Supreme Court decides that he has a legitimate right to remain, then
there is no pending case of these lawmakers in the Supreme Court.
I'm referring to Okoye.
Yes.
Samuel Anyanwu, rather.
Now, Samuel Anyanwu's case is very obvious. The provision of the Constitution is that if you opt out and you go for any position,
of PDP,
yes,
of which he said he went in and handed over officially to his deputy,
as far as
he will come back.
Okay, as far as they give you the ticket, immediately you stand in any of the party, immediately they hand over the ticket to you, and you stand up and say, I am going to be the representative. That's in other words, through primaries, you have been elected, and you are to vie for the position or a particular position as the candidate of the People Democratic Party. Automatically, that seat, automatically that seat is taken away from you. It's whether you like it or yes, this seat is taken away from you. So that is why in Supreme Court we are so sure he lost in High Court, he lost in Appeal Court. So Supreme Court will not change. He will still lose in Supreme Court.
That's
preempting
also.
I'm not preempting, but based on the Constitution, I think that will be the situation. I'm not preempting. Sorry. I'm not preempting. I'm just trying to look at based on the provision of PDP's Constitution. So right now, the whole thing is throwing them off balance. So I think right now, the whole fight will be targeted at the Supreme Court case. He is also very pushy that the Supreme Court stuff should come up and all of that. I don't know what they will decide there, but however, for now, just like this guy had said, the Fubara team has said, the young people should start juggling to take over those positions because they are very needful in the House of Assembly.
But let's not rule out Wike's plan B. Always somehow give it to him. Always somehow brings out something as plan B. Let's still wait and see the last card he will play before this whole thing will finally be called over. We'll give you update as more details on this comes out. That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in that comment section. What's your take?